Let's turn our attention back to the table here. So we are in the next round. I'm not going to pretend to know how this thing works, but I know it's ace-8 versus king-jack, and I know that ace-8 just held. So pads up to 880, and the fan 83, who very easily got rid of me, is now down to just 90 chips.
And guys, anybody donate. This is for a good cause.
Yes.
Dan Smith is awesome. Double Up Drive is awesome. It's like the best way. You know that they pick the charities with in really smart ways. They're intelligent people who are, doing the most good that they can. So you get to double the most good that you can already do. And like literally $5, $10, anything can help. So if you're having fun watching the stream, please donate. That's it.
This is winner take all now? Okay, so one match. Okay, fair enough. What a turn card here for pads. Open-ended with the flush draw. Right now he's just got 6 high. Rabichow, one of the best in the business. As I mentioned, he's a great Instagram follow. If you like food, and who doesn't, he will make you hungry at least a couple of times a week.
And he's got a good voice, which he mistook for somebody else. So
he really does. I was like, wow. Sorry,
yeah.
Nick. You have a good voice too.
Nick does too. We could hear from Pads now if he decided to come on in, but I guess he hasn't come on in.
Looks like he's going to overbet it. Oh, he thought about it. He's going to bet everything but one for Rabichow. Rabichow with the call. Oh, yeah, trip 8s. Okay. He was never folding that. Find some divey little food truck, and you'll probably get the best taco you've ever had in your life.
I have been blessed during the pandemic. I've even though I've lived in Los Angeles now 28 years, I'd never lived in a taco truck area, and in the part I'm in now, all of a sudden, in the last year or two, 4 taco trucks popped up, and 2 of them are like all-nighters. Like they're within a mile of me, and they're open till 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just amazing. So I'm often up late, and I'm there in 3 minutes, and there's nothing like getting 2 tacos that are incredibly well priced. 2 tacos or 3 tacos for $6, or the other one's $1.75 each. 3 tacos for $5.25 at 2:30 in the morning. That tastes really good. Can't beat it.
Look at this. Top 2 versus Queens, and Rabichow finishes off Leonard. So Rabichow, I tell you, this guy just runs. I mean, he's obviously a great player, but man, this guy just cannot lose. Everything I commentate on that he's in, he wins. It's just unbelievable.
You might be his good luck charm. I don't know if he wins all the time. He is a great player, but he should take you wherever he goes.
So we say goodbye to Pads. Kevin Rabichow is going to move on.
Very little traffic, no foot traffic. Obviously, most of the blocks are closed because the restaurants are all closed, except for takeout. It's just a weird feeling, but it does remind me that restaurants are getting like the heartbeat of any urban area. There's a lot of different things that make a city, but the restaurants pretty much define any neighborhood or any part of the city. And most people go out to eat more than they go out to do anything else. So it's just really bizarre right now.
Yeah, I was joking around with my wife Molly, and I don't think it's a joke. We were saying that when it's safe to do so, I think there's a chance we might just eat out 31 days in a row. Just to get out of the house and eat out every night if we can. By the way, you were right. Thallo says, yep, Norm is right. It was just a Korean taco. Actually ate it in San Francisco. Korean barbecue duck. Oh, I've had those. Those are good. Soft taco, crispy skin on the duck, amazing Korean barbecue sauce. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Thallo follows up, says, no, Tuck. The food in London was terrible. It's come a long way in 5-7 years. I respectfully disagree. I lived there, so maybe I just knew where to go. But like I said, you have to pay money for it.
When I used
Indian
to be there
food in London
a long time before you, the food was terrible. This is a much longer time ago, because the food there's gotten much, much better. But as you mentioned, you have to pay for it if you want the best of it. But I love London, but I could not believe how disappointing the food overall was. If it had the food that it should have, then it would be more like Paris to me. I could never leave London because I just love the feel of the city. And Thallo mentioned San Francisco, which is for people who never go there, that's about as I always talk about San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York City being the three best, food towns in America. Just the food in San Francisco is just stunningly good over the years. Just a good variety.
Chidwick knocked out there, top pair versus top pair. He had some kicker issues, and Luc Greenwood wins that one now in the chip lead. I have always said,
and I'm also here on the chat.
I know. I was about to say, Luke, you missed my setup. I was about to say, I've always told Norman that that I thought Luke was the better looking of the Greenwood boys.
Oh, I heard that earlier today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a nickel for every time that you heard you were the best looking Greenwood boy.
Well, I don't think the eldest Greenwood, who might be the best looking of the bunch. I might have got myself into a little trouble here with the King 3, but we'll see how. I mean, at this point, I think I'm not going anywhere. So hopefully he's not trapping me.
You've got top pair.
Yeah, I'm a little worried though. He might be trapping me pre with a big hand. But I mean, once we got here, I'm just going to ship it. And all right, we're happy with that.
Hey, Sam was right. He left, and you might have heard this. He talked about he didn't want to overstay his welcome, but he said if we get to you later on, it'll just sound like we're talking to Sam, so he'll still be here. So yeah, it sounds like we're still talking to Sam.
I'm sure it does. I've had a lifetime of getting used to that. Yeah, I was watching him for a bit. I've kind of had the stream on in the background and watching some football also, but I couldn't handle 6 straight hours of listening to you guys, so I've been tuning it in and out a bit.
Wow.
Which, we can
hear that out loud.
I mean,
we're right here.
I don't think
Luke,
you'd enjoy
Norman
listening to me for 6 hours.
Issues.
I'm not sure. Look, I don't mean that as an insult. There may be like 3 people in the world who I would be interested in listening to for 6 hours. But you guys are on like the 3-hour list.
Wow.
3 hours of time for sure.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. Listen, I can take it. Okay. But Norman has some self-esteem issues.
Pretty fragile.
He suffers from lack of self-confidence already. I don't know if he's going to recover from this.
Very fragile over here.
So apparently, Norman and I are on the 3-hour list. Okay, fair enough.
Not bad.
Good to know.
That's not bad.
There were a lot of people who aren't even on the 3-minute list, so 3 hours is pretty big deal.
I'm gonna ask my wife how long of a list I'm on hers. Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute myself. You guys can chat.
Well, actually, I even have a limit of how much I can listen to myself, Luke. And I used to do sports talk radio a lot just as a guest. And they call you once you start going on sports talk radio. They call you again and again because they got so much time to fill. I got tired of hearing myself talk that often, and I started saying no to these people. I just couldn't take it anymore. And plus, there's only so many opinions you can have. Apparently, you're supposed to have endless opinions. So I cut back on sports talk radio, and then once you start saying no to them, they stop calling you. So I don't do any sports talk radio anymore.
I feel like on a micro level, I've had that happen a bit in my personal life with the last 6 months or whatever with COVID, where I just like someone calls you and I'm like, what am I going to tell you? Like I stayed home today and like watched TV. I can like narrate the episode of TV I watched to you, but that's not exactly riveting conversation.
Yeah, you'd rather you should just record something and just put it on a loop, and when they call you, just play the recording and go walk around. Yeah, what are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell them?
Yeah, I agree.
So not surprisingly, guys, I asked my wife. She's so predictable, I tell you. I go downstairs, and I said to her that apparently Norman and I were only on your 3-hour list, and I said, how long a list would I be on for you? And she said, this is it. That's it.
She's the best. That's a good answer.
Yeah. She said, this 14-second question. That's it. Leave me alone now. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay. Well, Do you know if if the semis here, we just play one sit and go, and then the winner moves on?
Yeah, this is it. Winner take
Oh
all.
wow!
You win, you move on.
One match.
So I'm
You
excited.
just won.
I
You're
think
in.
you're moving on.
Finals.
You and Rabichow are the first two finalists.
Oh, that's awesome. So then there's going to be another sit and go, and then we'll play the final one.
I believe that is the plan.
Nice.
So we are back there. Greg, we see his table here. Ape Season, who absolutely crushed Farah Galfond earlier on, and Jason Koon in the semifinals, and then of course Jungleman. So these are quick matches. We have this match, and then with the finals, Luke, who we're talking to right now, Kevin Rabichow, are waiting for the winner of this match, and then they will play the finals, and then we'll call it a day, and that's it. Vegas, by the way, is surprisingly very strong when it comes to food. It's the selection of food there is predictably amazing, considering how many tourists they get, and I think people do themselves a disservice by staying on the strip too much. If you go off strip, you can really get amazing food in Vegas
At regular prices, as opposed to the very, very high end strip restaurants, which are awesome. It's the best chefs in the world, but you pay an arm, a leg, and a foot.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty huge part here. I'm curious if. Oh wow!
Queen versus
bit of a
Ace
slow
three.
roll.
Yeah, you like that? The oh no, and then
This guy.
And Jungle is sitting out. I'd like to see. I bet Jungle's probably like playing some some like huge game on the side, and and losing track of the charity sit and go.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing. Set of fives here though,
Oh.
and Ape Season does not hit his gut shot, and we continue on. But you can see Ape Season a sizable advantage over Greg, and
I'm sure I'd have to imagine Jungleman is just like playing some much higher stakes game right now that is stealing his attention from this. But who knows? Jungle is an unpredictable man.
Creature. I would call him a creature more than not that he's not a man.
No, I think I have a good relationship with Jungle, and I think he's a really good guy. But also, if we were made a bet at the start of the day on who would blind out half their hands, I think Jungle would be like the runaway favorite.
Oh, there's the all in the call. King Queen versus King 7. 7 ends it.
Ooh.
Jungleman not only doubles up, but is probably one hand away from possibly making it to the finals.
Well,
somebody let him know now that if he wins this, we need him still.
Oh, we're getting an all in.
We are. King Deuces versus the tens. Ooh, a 3 or a king. Not going to come. And we're back on. Match back on.
Huh. It's kind of a tricky one here with Jack 10 because you don't want to like shove because it's such a good hand. You want to keep Jungle in there with a bunch of stuff. But then if Jungle shoves, you kind of just need to shrug and call and hope you're up against, ace deuce or pocket deuces or like whatever.
Well, Ape Season picked up a flush draw, caught a pair of tens on the river, which is likely the best hand anyway.
And
it is.
Yeah. I think it's a little close whether we should raise Leo in the end. I mean, obviously seeing 10-7 makes it more of a call. I mean, I'm also no heads up expert, so I'm not sure, but I think we might be able to just raise the Jack 10 there when we were over top pair. Oh boy, pocket aces here. You know.
Little
So
trap.
this
Cates just checks it back.
bit of a tricky flop for aces because obviously you have a great hand here, but I think that's a nice check back there because he lets jungle hit some pairs. And even here, a lot of the time, if he gets it in on the flop, he's still just getting it in really bad against a 9. So I think it's a pretty tricky, good check there on the flop by him. So Ape's obviously trapping here with the king 10 suited. And we're going to see a big all in here.
Yep, Jack 9 versus King 10.
and-
Not looking good for Dan Cates. And Ape Season has all but 50 of the chips. They'll be all in again on the next hand. And we'll see if Ape Season can finish this off. He's got a good hand. Ace Deuce versus Ace 7. And we're not done just yet as the 7 does play. Cates doubles up to 100.
He had the nuts.
Yep, they'll all be all in again here. Queen 3 versus King 6. There's a king, and that is it. That's all she wrote. Jungleman out. And Ape Season, or this guy.
This guy
is now in the finals. So, Luke, good luck to you. So here it is, the finals. This is what we've all been waiting for. The finals of the Run It Once Poker Double Up for Charity event. We started with a lot more players. We're down to 3. Kevin Rabichow, shocking. Luc Greenwood, and Ape Season here. Who will be crowned the champion?
They were an actual trophy, or is it just the championship?
I think there's actually a trophy.
Wow, I always love trophies.
There you go. See, I think you get an actual trophy.
I also have a pretty good hand right now. Oh, okay, let's go for the trophy.
Let's gamble. 9-10 versus. Oh, there's a 9.
Oh no!
My gosh,
that was not good.
See, I guess I told you, Kevin Rabichow is just that good.
Yeah, well, it was a pleasure joining you guys.
It was great,
I'm
Luke.
sorry, Luke.
Thanks again for giving, like, in all seriousness, dedicating your time and helping out today. It's you guys had other stuff you could do, and I definitely appreciate Norman and Dave and all the guys from Run It Once, all the work they did setting this up, and Dan Smith for organizing Double Up Drive, even though I understand he had to do big time actually playing poker today.
Yeah, in fairness, he did like 4 hours of commentary, so it was good. Hey, Luke, thank you so much. And once again, best to you, best to your family, and stay safe and stay healthy. We'll see you in 2021.
Thanks. Same to you guys.
Did I bust your previous host?
Yes. So now you have a responsibility to fill some shoes.
Yeah, that's my bad. I rolled high. I had to go all in.
It was 9-10 suited. It's something you're going in with. Nothing without possibilities.
Yeah, it seemed good. It seemed like the right play. I gave Luke some credit.
Kevin, do you know Norman? Have you guys met? Have you guys worked together before?
This would be the first time. It's good to meet you, Norm.
And probably the last time. Yeah, it is good to meet you. No, we have never met. But we need you to take care of this guy because from torching Farah up to this moment, this guy has been a lot to handle.
I was watching the match against Jungleman. I thought this guy was playing really well, so I think he knows what he's doing.
Right.
10-8 versus Jack 8. There's the Jack. Oh no, indeed.
These really shallow stacks are not my expertise. I've been working on them because I have been playing more tournaments. I think really just the hardest part is figuring out like how often you're going to do something and not so much like, I think there's pretty simple rules like, I have an overcard gut shot with like 12 big blinds behind, like I could just put all the money in some way and it's probably going to be fine. The tricky thing is we're playing almost every hand, and they're mostly limp check. So you just have a lot of options and a lot of weak hands. Like even a spot like this is like I shouldn't just always be checking down king high and folding, but I'm going to this time.
By the way, I'm kind of impressed that here you are playing for literally nothing, right? Because most of the awards are all, run at once prizes, which, you as a pro, you have access to already. And yet I can tell from the way you're speaking, you are still absolutely invested. You want to win, and you're still, I love that.
It can be good and bad that I don't really have the ability to turn that off when I'm playing a game.
Yeah. Top and bottom pair.
Money's probably going to go in here.
Well, thank you.
Although it's kind of weird when he these are the kind of bets that make me think that this guy knows what he's doing. He's really stringing along every decision. Not a lot of just like all in and get it over with, which is what good shallow stack heads up players do. I think I'm just going to go all in here though, protect my hand. But I'll give him the YOLO first.
Norman, I think I've come up with a tell. The YOLO almost always means they have it. I think you've got to balance your YOLOs.
Good point. Yeah. Ape Season might
It's the third YOLO we've seen today, and every single time they've had it.
They've had it, and Ape Season, I think, saw through that. I think he picked up that tell. Plus, he had a bad hand.
I will tout Rabichow. My opinion, certainly one of the best in the world, and his videos are amazing. If you guys have not had a chance to check out his training videos over at Run at Once Poker, definitely worth your time. This hand is this match and this day is nearing its end. You still have time though to donate. That's right, donate for the Double Up Drive. Click on that link. Pick your favorite charity. You donate. They match, right? You put $5 in, they'll put $5 in. You put $100 in, they'll put $100 in. As I like to say, we're all in this together. Let's help each other out. All in the call, Jack 8, Ace 6. Oh, look at that flop. Wow. And that is it. Kevin Rabichow. I feel like every time I commentate, not only do you get 10 more Instagram followers, but you win.
I'm happy with that arrangement.
Maybe that's why I think you're the top 5 player in the world, simply because every single time I'm commentating on you, you win something.
That's true. And to be fair, we got 6 of the top players in the world together and I beat them. So I'm at least like better than 1 in 6 players who consider themselves top 5.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you. Happy holidays to you. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll do more of this in 2021. Who knows? Maybe we'll even meet up for a meal or for some poker. Who knows? That would be great. Norman, Chad, I want to thank you also for all of your wonderful contributions to today.
It was a pleasure to be with you actually for this long. It was a pleasure to watch Mr. Rabichow take it down.
Yes, and I want to thank all of you for joining us. Moonlight Master for being a great mod. Run It Once Nick for making sure that this ran as smoothly as possible. And for all of you that donated to the Double Up Drive, thank you from the bottom of our heart here at Run It Once Poker. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2021.